And if you like, I'd like to invite you to place where you live in the world, and write that into the chat.
Or say it out loud. Not that many.
Yes, yeah, we'll let you say it out loud as well.
St. Augustine, Florida.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice to see you again, Priscilla.
Yes.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Wonderful seeing you, Kathy, again.
Yeah.
Niles, Michigan.
Chicken.
Good.
Great. Nice to have you here.
Nima's from Canada. Patty in Fayetteville.
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
I'm in Monterrey, Mexico.
Mhm.
And I'm not far from Priscilla, also in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm Nancy. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Hi, Nancy.
Morning.
Good morning. Do you two know each other, Priscilla and Nancy?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm also Priscilla. I'm putting my contact information in the chat so we can follow up offline.
Okay, good.
Wonderful.
Alex. I'm Alex from Uganda.
Nice to have you here, Alex.
Yes. Nice to see you.
Good
And
morning, Todd.
Okay, it's a few minutes, a little bit past the hour, so we'll go ahead and get started here.
Kathy from North Carolina. And Beth.
Okay.
Is Beth there? Not yet. She'll be here. I'm sure she's
Sorry,
listening.
yes, I'm here. Hello, from Bellingham, Washington, near
Okay.
Vancouver, near BC, 30 miles from the border.
Okay, wonderful.
Sailor Sea.
Sailor Sea.
Lovely.
Okay.
And Todd in Fort Worth. That's very strong US group today.
But dang, you and Alex are here to give us a little bit of
Exactly.
world.
We're here to balance it all.
Good luck.
Right. Heaven knows we need balance here.
Amen.
That's lovely.
Uh,
You can go ahead, Steve.
okay, yeah. So welcome everyone to gathering around the hearth fire once again. Some of you I met yesterday. I'm Steve Kramer. I'm a co-coordinator with the RISE sector for the Charter for Compassion. And RISE stands for Religion, Interfaith, and Spirituality on Earth. And this is day 2 of a 7-day series for World Interfaith Harmony Week. In this series, we're sharing stories and spiritual practices to first help us connect with the light within our own hearts, and then sharing that light with those around us, so that we can manifest faith and hope in the world in these challenging times. We will share a different practice every day so that you can build a spiritual toolkit which you can draw from for support in the times to come. And our daily themes are based on David Gershon's work, which started with the first Earth Run in 1986, where a torch of peace was passed around 62 countries in the world over the course of 86 days. And his work has since evolved into 7 action steps to manifest peace on Earth by 2030 through an endeavor called the Peace Games. our theme for each day is based on these 7 action steps. So yesterday we had empowerment through the heart, and today we have oneness. And I'm placing a link to that discusses David's work and the peace games in the chat in case you're interested. And I'd like to share my approach to oneness, which is through our relationship with the cosmos and more directly with our relationship with beloved Mother Earth. When I was in high school, there was a popular saying, "You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars." My sister had a poster with this saying hanging up in her room, and it just really resonated with me. This is the first couple lines from a poem by Max Ehrmann called the Desiderata. And I've always resonated with this image. And since then, I connected with one branch of sort of theological thought called creation-centered spirituality. And that's based on, probably it ultimately goes back to St. Francis. And then Matthew Fox promoted this work as well. And then for the last 20 years, I've belonged to a system, to a spirituality community led by a couple indigenous teachers. And it's a community that is very much based on connecting with the earth, working with our fellow brothers and sisters from the waters that be to stones to trees. And this is done through a native format. I'd like to share a couple thoughts and quotes that I found. The first is by Casey Camp Hornick of the indigenous Ponca Nation. "I would remind you of a very simple thing. If you drank water this morning or liquids, if you ate of the hooded nations or the four-legged, if you breathe, if your body became warm from the fires of the earth, then you must recognize and understand there is no separation between humans and earth, and all that are relatives of earth and the cosmos, because you live in relationship with her as a result of being one with her, and there is no separation." We have much to learn from our nation's peoples and their deep relationships with all of creation. The Lakota peoples have a saying, "Mitakwe Oesan," which translates to "all my relations," or "we are all related." And this is also has been a theme for my life the last 30 years. We would not be here if the sun in its infancy did not share its elements, such as hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen, with our evolving planet. We are the stuff of stars. We are all made up of the same building blocks present in rocks, mushrooms, and trees. We breathe the same air as redwoods, giraffes, and whales. Our bodies share waters with snow, rivers, rain, and oceans. And when we die, our elements ultimately return back to Mother Earth to eventually be recycled again. We are indeed one. The Hindu text Vivekananda, and forgive me if I misspelled that. This text states, all differences in this world are of degree and not of kind, because oneness is the secret of everything. The great poet Rumi also speaks of oneness many times in his poetry. And one saying I came across is, one quote is, why struggle to open the door between us when the whole wall is an illusion? Why struggle to open a door between us when the whole wall is an illusion? And to me, that's feels so right on and speaks to what we are trying to promote in the world. And next, I would like to share a grounding exercise. And grounding is, well, I'll lead you through the exercise. It's a way of connecting with Mother Earth energetically. And I'll let the images and the exercise, if you can just relax and go into the images and what you're hearing during the exercise. I think hopefully it's self-explanatory. So I would like to invite you all to join me. If you're sitting in a chair, it helps to place your feet flat on the floor. If you wish to turn off your camera, feel free to do so. And please make yourself comfortable. I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Listen to the sounds outside the room you are in. Listen to those sounds within the room. Listen to the sounds of your own breath. I invite you to picture yourself standing by a tree who supports you. If you have a favorite tree in mind, you can use that. If you don't, please ask our dear Earth Mother to provide you with a spirit tree for this meditation, for she will. All you need do is ask. Even if you cannot picture a tree with your mind's eye, know that she is there, for you can trust our dear Earth Mother to gift you with one. As you stand by your friend, Allow Earth Mother to hold you and drain all your worries away, down through your legs, down to your feet, then out the bottoms of your feet, into the earth, the soil, where Earth Mother can receive them. Remember to breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your tree friend's presence at your side, her strength, her roots, her deep sacred connection with Mother Earth. Feel her strong trunk as she reaches up to embrace Father Sun, to bask in the warmth of his light. And if you're not muted, can you please mute yourself, as we're getting some background noise. Feel your tree friend's branches dancing gently with the touch of Brother Wind. Feel her fresh green leaves soaking up oxygen from the air. Feel her slow sense of time with the cycle of day as well as night, which is blessed by luminous Grandmother Moon. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel her deep connection with the circle of the year as she moves from one season to the next, to the next. Most of all, feel her compassion for you, for her love is without bounds. Breathe in her love. Her nurturance. And her strength. Breathe in her oxygen as you connect with your tree friend. In exchange, breathe out gratitude, love, and carbon dioxide for her, which she breathes in a lovely sharing back and forth. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Continue with this relationship, with this connection you have with your tree companion. Feel how deeply rooted she is with our beloved Earth Mother. You can learn so much from her, for she is oh so willing to teach you. Ask our beloved Earth Mother to allow you to share a temporary root, just as your tree friend does. Ask her if you can send this root down from your heart, branching down through both legs, then out through the bottoms of your feet. These roots extend down into the soil through fallen leaves, branching deep down into rich, moist soil down to the level you have earned. Past rocks, winding down, 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 seeking moisture. Feel Mother Earth's quiet, peaceful, supportive strength as you send your roots down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel this deep connection with Mother Earth as she holds you, grounds you, supports you, and nourishes you. Feel her love and her deep, deep peace. You have a right to be here, she says. Never forget this. Remember, you are not alone. I am with you always. I am also with your fellow two-leggeds, your sisters and brothers, nourishing them and holding them as well. I am also with all the creatures and beings, all my children. Remember, you are not alone. You have a right to be here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink into this connection, this divine union with Mother Earth and all her beings. Be open to receiving her loving compassion through your roots. Up into the core of your being. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ask our beloved Earth Mother if you may carry this temporary root with you throughout your day. Offer gratitude for her support and her love for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your awareness and your connection with her up into your roots and up through your roots. Up through the soil, then up above ground through your feet, up your legs, and back into your sacred heart. Thank your tree companion for her sharing this journey with you, for her support, her strength, and most of all, her friendship and love. Bring your awareness back to your breathing, to your here and now. Return to the room you are in. Listen for any sounds within this room. Listen for any sounds outside. I invite you to rub your hands together and place them over your heart to seal your connection with Mother Earth, as well as your tree friend, who will always be here, inside here with you. You may open your eyes when you're ready. Welcome back, everyone. I invite you to turn on your videos again if you like. This was a rather involved grounding exercise, and I wanted to share it with you to this depth, just to give you an experience with this. I have found grounding to be one of my most essential tools. It's really helpful for me in terms of being centered and doing my best to remain centered throughout the day and as I go forth into the world. You can definitely take this exercise with you and abbreviate it so that it doesn't take 15 or 20 minutes to do. And the more you do an exercise like this, the quicker you can make that connection and feel that love and support from Mother Earth. Something else that I do is I work with these. This is a stick from a tree friend, and my teachers have shown me how to connect with Mother Earth through a stick like this. And you can have it in your lap when you meditate or when you ground. I have one that if I'm especially ungrounded, I'll hold it like this and sort of plant it on the floor beside me. And that helps me feel more centered and grounded. You can also decorate your stick and ask the stick, what would help me in my journey to remain connected with you, to remain connected with the Mother Earth and all those beings around me. And if you're not familiar with grounding or working with earth energy in this way, I guess for me, this isn't separate from like our Christian values or I grew up Catholic, although I have branched out since then. And I go back to the teachings of Saint Francis and some of the other mystics when they connect with Mother Earth and Brother Sun, Sister Moon. And this really helps me connect with the feeling that we all carry that divine spark within our hearts. And that's something we share with each other. And we share with our fellow beings on the earth, our fellow creatures. In just a moment, I invite you to join breakout rooms. And I'd like for us to take a few minutes first to sink into some questions that I have for you when you're in the breakout rooms. And it relates to the experience that we just went through, as well as how you might connect with oneness. And how does that speak to you?
Steve, shall I help you with the breakout rooms?
That would be great. And I'm going to do a quick screen share also. And hopefully I'll do it right today. Okay, can you see that?
Yep.
So these are the questions. What does oneness mean for you? What can you do to embrace oneness internally? What keeps you from embracing oneness? And what can you do to express oneness in the world? An added question could be, do you have an exercise like this? Have you done grounding before? Or is this completely foreign to you? Or does it feel comfortable? Does it feel uncomfortable? That's another question that you can share with each other, or some more thoughts. And then after about 20 minutes in the breakout rooms, we'll come back together as a larger group, and we can share either about these questions or share about our experience with the breakout rooms. And before we break up, though, I'd like for us just to spend maybe a couple minutes just sinking into these questions and how you might respond to them. And feel free to take notes as you're doing this.
Was it going to be 20 minutes or 30?
Oh, yeah, we could probably do 30 today.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was such a lovely meditation. Thank you, Steve.
Mm.
I feel so grounded. I'm just like all relaxed
I'm glad. Thank you.
and slow.
I think a lot of us can use slowness in our hectic lives these
We
days.
really do, yes. You might want to. Shall we pause the recording for the time being?
Oh, yes. I'll
Nice to see you all back. Some
indeed.
people had to leave on the top of the hour. So we're not as many as we were, but go along, Steve. It's all yours.
Yeah. So I'd like to invite people to share anything that they'd like to share regarding the experience today, whether it be the meditation or your thoughts about oneness or what you discussed in your breakout rooms.
I want to show something that I have, and I didn't know the connection. This is a note.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Isn't that incredible? This will be my reminder.
Okay, there you go, Patty. Yes. Yeah, I have several reminders in my house to get grounded.
Yeah. Yeah, I have stones and I have a few sticks that are kind of carved. Some are
Oh.
made into beautiful spoons. They were given to me in France.
Oh,
And they have a lizard, and they're all made out of this beautiful wood that I love to just hold sometimes. I'm
wonderful.
always giving out stones and quartzes and things like that as birthday presents and
Mm-hmm.
thank
Oh,
you
that's
presents.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm intrigued. What's oneness for everybody?
That's a simple question, isn't it? Mm,
I'm going to say just what I wrote down was unity. And Alex and I had wonderful conversations. But right now, at this moment, oneness feels like it's elusive and achievable.
mm,
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Lovely.
okay. Elusive but achievable. So both at the same time.
Yes, if we refer back to the Rumi quote you gave us, and Alex and I talked about this a little bit. Why struggle to open a door between us when the whole wall is an illusion?
Mhm.
So that's the elusive part for me, because I think for me personally and what I've witnessed in the world I've experienced, those walls have been human-made barriers to our oneness.
Mm.
And I find opportunities within the Charter for Compassion, and particularly in these small offerings where we focus on our common humanity and our deep desires for oneness. It gives me great hope. And Patty, I saw you hold up that book. I have to go, and I want to hold up a piece of art that a friend created for me a few years ago, because I was writing about hope at the time. And I realized that I didn't really have a symbol of hope. I have symbols of peace, I have symbols of gratitude, but I didn't have anything of hope. So anyway, I'm just going to grab that off my wall and just show it to you. I'll be right back.
And she's got those beautiful trees behind her.
Yes.
Just what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I thought it was that one.
me
I
too.
thought it was that one too. Yeah, yeah.
So I sent him what I sketched in my book.
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness. No.
And can you see that it actually spells hope in the heart?
Wow.
And those are hands of multiple colors going back into infinity there. Isn't it beautiful?
Wow.
It is.
Unbelievably beautiful. It's just
Yeah.
and what's
Thanks
in the
for-
middle? What's in the middle?
Amazing.
It's the infinity of hands of different colors,
Oh,
going in depth there, in a symbol of
Beautiful.
prayer, peace, gratitude.
Like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for looking.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yes.
That's very beautiful.
mhm.
Well, you all have given me more hope in these first 2 days of World Interfaith Harmony. So, and thank you for pairing me with Alex. What a wonderful gift he's been.
It's very beautiful, Nancy. Thank you.
Yeah. These groups are beautiful. These
Yeah.
sessions are so enlightening and bringing lightness to our hearts
Mm-hmm.
and brightness to our minds, let's say. Yeah.
And I'm in the second floor. My condo is on the second floor. And Steve, your meditation allowed me to send my roots down through the home of the people who live underneath me, and they didn't mind.
That's
I
good.
should have thought of that, Nancy, because I'm on the third floor.
Oh, yours go even more deeply. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for
I
one,
was, go ahead, Betty.
no, go ahead. Who
No.
had, were you gonna speak?
Okay. Well, I was feeling during the meditation, I felt connected to, I have one tree outside my door. So I connected to that, but the roots took me to connect to all the trees in the mountain on the other side. And it was that feeling of fullness, of completion, abundance. I don't know. It's really beautiful.
Mhm.
That grounding to know that I can connect to the trees. I can say I love them, and they can say I love. We love you back.
Brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've shared that I'm working with Kate of the charter on the environmental Laudato Si that we're going to do.
Mhm.
And I just read last night in the 10 Commandments, based on the Pope's Laudato Si, the image of that we are all on a pilgrimage together, the trees, the stones, the humans, the stars, the sun, the moon, that we're brothers and sisters, trees. We are on a pilgrimage together. And I
Mhm.
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That whatever affects one affects us all. And any
Mhm.
Oh, I
desecration
like that.
to a tree, desecration to a bee, all of that is, of course, the Pope calls it sin. That's sin.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
Mhm. I'm going to share the registration link for that. That is this afternoon, Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So if any one of you would like to have a viewing of that film, The Pope, The Letter, it's called, isn't it?
Yes. Mhm.
And it's all about the Laudato Si, and then there's going to be a discussion group after that. So you're all welcome to join them there.
And it's wonderful. It is so
Mhm.
wonderful. So wonderful. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was going to be shown.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Kate is doing that.
mhm. And then we have like 3-day endeavor coming up in April around Legato C, and the charter will be doing a global read for the 10 Commandments based on Laudato Si and connecting it with the Golden Rule Day as well. So this will be in early April, and there'll be more information coming out on the Charter for Compassion website.
And newsletters.
Newsletters as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Thanks for that, Steve.
Sure. Mhm.
So we have a lot going on.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What could be more oneness than all of that? Us being together, sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. This has been, I'm so glad, Steve, that you suggested that we do this, or Marita, that you suggested that the social justice team come to do this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Glad you
Thank
could join us. And Alex, I'm wondering how your experience was, because you have shared with me that you don't have a whole lot of trees in your area.
Yes, we have actually one of the largest refugee settlement, and one of the catastrophe that has been done by freeing big numbers of refugees is that they have cut down a lot of trees for firewood, for energy, and we are currently, as a community, in a drive to rewild, to replant more trees. And we had actually 1.5 million trees on our nursery bed. Last year, they were all destroyed by too much heat. So currently my community is really struggling the effects of last year's drought, and we are trying to regrow more. We are trying to begin replanting. And in our event today at our community church, well, I sent it to Steve, though it was a little bit late. We associated our oneness with Mother Earth through the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is our neighboring country, which has big numbers of trees, and it serves as a buffer for all of our, for the Great Lakes region. But this country is always under war. So in our small community church, we were praying to God to grant the Congo peace, so that when there is peace, refugees cannot move and they cannot destroy our trees and our environment. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've also added in the chat the Compassion Tree Project donation page for anybody who wishes to donate towards this project of finding more trees for the community that Alex lives in.
Thank you, Merida, for putting that in. Yeah, Merida and I were in the same breakout room, and as organizers of this, we're aware that tomorrow's meeting is around the theme of unity with each other. So we asked, Merida asked me, what's the difference between oneness and unity? So that's something to think about in terms of, what is the difference? We use those two words because they're part of each one is a separate activity in the peace game. And I guess my sort of differentiation between it is oneness is almost more cosmic. And I feel when I think of oneness, that helps me connect not only with Mother Earth, but also like Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, the planets, the whole cosmos. And it also helps me connect with the divine, that creative force, universal flow, God, whatever name you have for that, wonderful creative energy out there. And unity brings that oneness down to a more personal level in terms of when I think of unity. Well, I also think of having union with with my brothers and sisters of all types on planet Earth. It also makes me think more about unity with other people. So oneness has a very cosmic feel to it, and then unity sort of focuses that down. So that was part of our discussion. But yeah, if you're joining us tomorrow, I'd love to hear tomorrow in terms of your thoughts on unity and what's the difference.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not sure that I'll be able to join you tomorrow because we have, as a part of Black History Month in Compassionate St. Augustine's initiatives, we've arranged for a bus tour, a civil rights tour around the places where Reverend Dr. King was present and places where very early in the history of this earth, this land that we now call the United States, there was a belief that all people should be educated. So we have on our grounds places where slaves were taught when slaves were not believed to be worth teaching, but the people of this area believed that there was a lot of value in that. So early education of slaves was kind of a cutting edge type thing here. So I would share with you that I was gifted with a tremendous sense of unity and oneness in today's reflection. As the tree where I was sitting, I chose to sit under the tree where my first ever granddog was buried about 6 months ago. And I could feel her with me. And then somebody's dog barked.
Oh,
I don't know whose it was, but it was just amazing experience to feel that oneness, unity coming together. So another gift of this session.
That's beautiful.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh,
And yeah, if any of you can't be here, to get the recordings, well, they'll be sent out. But also you'll need to register on the Charter for Compassion site for World Interfaith Harmony Week. And it doesn't cost anything, but if you register, then the recordings will be sent out to you as well. Because I know, I think for you, Nancy and Patty, I just sent you the link directly. For
Yes,
each.
it's a good idea to. I'll put the registration link here. And yeah, and it will go up onto our YouTube channel. So
Yeah, can look there too.
mhm.
so I'm gonna leave. Are we finished?
We
Yes.
are.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's time.
Are we complete?
Have a beautiful weekend.
Have a
Thank you.
beautiful weekend. It was lovely to see you all. Hope to see you in the next few days.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Thank you.
bringing us together.
Thank
Quite
you.
welcome. Mm-hmm.
Great gift. God willing,
Thank
I'll
you.
see you on Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Bye.
Nima, Kathy,
Yes.
Alex, Patty.
Such a pleasure, Alex.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.